guys, it's Josh Reviews, and guys, only 3 more days till Christmas left. I know, it's crazy. Well, Christmas is it's coming and going. I'm really proud of myself that I managed to get so far 25 videos out. I mean, by the time you're watching this, it'll be 23. So, actually 24. No, 22. I've had 21 videos out. Oh my god, I can't believe. Anyways, so I have pretty much covered all the Christmas horror movies I can find that I was interested in talking about. I revisited all the Krampus movies. I looked at some other ones that I've checked out before, but was revisiting. Checked out some new ones, and I even covered the entire franchise of Silent Night, Deadly Night. So I'm pretty proud of myself. Gotta pat myself on the shoulder. But there's one movie that I've been looking forward to, despite all those movies I've reviewed. Arnold Schwarzenegger's Jingle All the Way. I've been wanting to talk about this movie for years, but I never got around to it for some unknown reason. I just never checked it out. Never reviewed it. I've seen this movie before. So when I first heard about this movie, it was one of those movies where you see the negative reviews and you're thinking, oh wow, that must be not a good movie. But then you finally watch it and something just clicks. I don't know if you guys have felt that before, where you're just watching a movie where it's like the general reception for it is like, this is awful. This is an awful movie. And then you watch and you're like, what is everyone talking about? This is amazing. That's me with Jingle All the Way. Yeah, I love this movie. I am a big fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger's work. I haven't seen every film he's done, but I love Arnold Schwarzenegger as an actor. Obviously, he's been in amazing movies like Terminator 1, 2, and Above and Beyond. He's been in movies like Total Recall and Predator, which are great movies. And he's been in some other movies like True Lies and Commando. Sorry, I think it's, Commando. I haven't seen Commando, but I just know the name. Actually, I forgot the name. Anyways, but Jingle All the Way. This was around the period where Arnold Schwarzenegger was trying to branch out into other roles. He didn't want to just do action movies. He wanted to do kid-friendly stuff like Kindergarten Cop and Jingle All the Way. And the marketing for this movie was insane. They were marketing it like it was this big action movie. And then it's revealed to just be Arnold Schwarzenegger playing a dad who's trying to get a toy for his son on Christmas Eve. What an ingenious idea. That is, honestly, I'm surprised that there haven't been more movies like this, because this idea for a movie is just incredible. I love the idea of a dad having to go get a toy last minute for their son on Christmas Eve. That is such a brilliant idea, because we've all been there. We've all done last minute Christmas shopping. Even me. It's like, it's such an anxiety-inducing feeling where it's like you have to get that one present, that one specific present you were looking for to get your special loved one. And I love the absurdity of this movie and the crazy amount of lengths that he will go to get this toy. And I love, something that I think goes a long way with movies like this, where the in-universe toy he's after has its own TV show and movie and other toy brands and other products like cereal and race cars and stuff like that. It's like, what am I trying to say? It's like Barbie dolls, where it's like, Barbie dolls come with accessories, except this is, a kid who's after this, male action figure with it's like a superhero toy, right? It's a Turbo Man, and he's trying to get his son a Turbo Man doll, and it's sold out. So he's trying to go from store to store to store getting them, and obviously crazy antics ensues. Now that comes with a lot of that's where a lot of the criticism comes from. It's no question, it's no secret that this movie is silly. This is a silly movie with a silly concept, but that's what I love about it. I love how silly it is. And it doesn't get to the point where it's like, okay, there are individual moments where, it's a movie, so there's a moment where I won't spoil it, but there's a moment where Arnold Schwarzenegger is in this Turbo Man suit, and the Turbo Man suit that he's in has a jetpack. Don't ask me how that gets there. You just got to watch the movie for yourself to find out. But it has a jetpack, and he's flying in the jetpack. I won't spoil the context, or I won't spoil anything else other than that, but you're just left wondering, this is a thing that NASA hasn't even really perfected yet. And somehow this parade float is able to have a jetpack? No, that's unbelievable. But it's a movie. I'm willing to let it slide because it's obviously not trying to take itself too seriously. Just the right amount of seriousness where you can get invested in the characters and antics that is being unfolded. Like, there's this there's a side character named, well, actually, I don't remember his name, but he's played by famous actor, comedian Sinbad, and he is one of the best parts of this movie. I know people like Nostalgia Critic were shitting on him in his review, but I love Sinbad in this movie. He's hilarious. I love how just like, he's so done with Christmas shopping, and he's playing this mailman who's just fed up with the holidays, and he just wants to get this toy for his son. But even he acknowledges the corruptness in getting this toy for his son, because he's like, it's all a marketing ploy. You buy a toy for your son, and then it breaks, and then you have to go back out and get it fixed, and the people working get paid. It's such a fun commentary on capitalism, but also just like commercialism, and just the whole Christmas season of like going out to just last minute Christmas shopping. It's insane. It's like Christmas, the holidays, it's supposed to be a lovely time where people can gather around the fire and just spend time with their families. No, it's about commercialism. It's about capitalism, money, toys, presents. I love that. I love that this movie commentates on that. But also, this movie is not afraid to be silly. And I like that kids can watch this and there can be, clever, themes and, a little bit of, political messaging, but not like enough to, be like, Mommy, what does that mean? It's just smart enough. And I will say smart enough because I think this movie does have some smart elements, despite how silly it is. But I think this movie does have smart themes that, if you can buy into the absurdity and silliness of some of the other elements in this movie, you can get behind some of the messaging that this movie is trying to articulate. And I think it does it very well. And I will say this, I know some people didn't like Arnold Schwarzenegger's character or even Sinbad's character, but I think that both of them are great together. I think both of them have this kind of, we hate each other, but we also kind of are like working together. There's a nice moment where Arnold and Sinbad are together at a bar, or a diner, I'm sorry. They're at a diner and they're just kind of reflecting on the day's events. And they're like, you know what? Let's find some common ground. And they share a beer together, and they're just talking about, what their current state in their life is. And it's just something about it's very very sweet, very awkwardly sweet. I don't know how to really describe it, but there's something about it I love. Also, I think it's already been stated in this review, but this movie's fucking hilarious. This movie is so funny. I can quote almost every scene in this movie. Put that cookie down. That's the most famous line from this movie. Even if you've never seen the movie, you know that line. Put that cookie down. No! It's fun to quote Arnold. And then another moment I love is where Sinbad's character says, "You too, Barnaby Jones," and he hands him a bomb package that, they think is fake, and then it turns out to be a real bomb, and he's like, "That was really a bomb? It's a sick world we live in. It's a sick world." It's just, I could quote so many moments from this movie. It's no secret. I love this movie. If I had issues with it, yeah, it's silly, and some things don't really make a lot of sense. There's some plot conveniences, like, oh, okay, well, what if that didn't happen? Would that have taken place? That kind of thing, where it's like, okay, that character showed up, but what if he wasn't there? Would that have happened? Some plot conveniences here and there. There is one thing I don't really. It's not necessarily an issue, but I don't understand what the point of the. What's his name? It's the neighbor. He's the one who's like trying to hit on his wife for some reason. Every woman just wants to fall in this guy's arms, and he's just, he's obviously the stereotype of like, I'm the rich guy, I got everything, I'm so smart, I know what I'm doing. But I love how they kind of, the one thing I will say is I don't know why he's in the movie. He doesn't really serve much purpose other than for some comedic timing and some comedic moments. But one thing I will say I do like about his character is that he is kind of a commentary on like, he's the type of guy you think who has it all, but he really doesn't. He doesn't have it all figured out, and he's not the brightest. I like that. But overall, this is a fun movie. This is just a fun movie. If you're in the mood for some wild hijinks and just some, fun messaging about commercialism and capitalism, it's a great movie. Don't question it. This is not a movie you got to. If you question anything in this movie, you're not going to enjoy it. If you just sit back, relax, just have a fun time with the absurd nature of this movie, or the absurd nature that is Jingle all the way, you're going to love it. You're going to have a blast. Don't question why Arnold Schwarzenegger is fighting off a bunch of Santas in this workshop. Don't question why he's trying to chase a ball with a number on it to get a toy. Don't question why he goes to absurd lengths to get a toy. It's commentary, but it's fun commentary. It's commenting on commercialism. And I love that. It's a fun movie. I'm going to give it an A+. All right? I am so biased when it comes to this. If we're talking like from a critical standpoint, I'd give it like a B, but I'm going to give it just an A+ because I love this movie. I watch it every December. Watch it yourself. See what I'm talking about if you've never seen it. It's on Disney Plus or Hulu. It's a great time. So anyways, guys, stay tuned tomorrow because tomorrow I'm going to be reviewing the best Christmas pageant ever. It's brand new. What came out last year, but love this movie. You guys are going to hear my thoughts about it, so stay tuned. It's turbo time.